In other stories, Justice Chukwuka Obiozo of the Federal High Court in Lagos ordered the temporary forfeiture of a property on Banana Island, Lagos, bought for $37.5 million by former Minister of Petroleum and Resources Dizeani Madweke. Justice Obiozo gave the order following an ex parte application filed before him by counsel for the EFCC, Mr. Anselm Ozioko. Ozioko told the judge that the EFCC reasonably suspected that a property was acquired with the proceeds of alleged unlawful activities of the former minister. Let's now discuss this further as we have in the studios here with us Ahmed Abass, public affairs analyst. Thank you very much indeed for joining us this time.
Thank you.
Well, Alison Madweke sometime in January said that the EFCC is taking advantage of her silence because of the British National Crimes Agency's investigation to defame her and then link all sorts of properties to her. Do you think this is the case?
Well, I think things are beginning to unfold gradually. The realities of the corruption, the extent of corruption in the society is beginning to unfold. Initially, when the government started the crusade against corruption, there were people that were alleging that the war was against the opposition. But I think with this court order of the forfeiture, I mean, it's glaring to the entire public that corruption is indeed a problem that we must tackle in Nigeria.
Okay, and aside the legitimacy, rather, perhaps, of the court order, do you see it as morally right to have seized the property, considering the fact that she's still being probed and hasn't been found guilty yet?
That's the position of the law.
No, aside from legitimacy, what are your thoughts?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, the honest truth remains that if you cannot scientifically articulate your source of wealth, if you can't stand before the nation to explain how you came about a particular wealth, it is immoral for you to keep possession of that wealth. If you find 1 billion naira in my account today, I should have the capacity to explain to a primary school student how I came to have such amount of money. Most of your politicians, I say it without any contradiction or apology, multi-millionaires without one single industry or factory that they are running. How do you come about? It's only in Nigeria that you can have billions without necessarily having a productive base. For you to be a multi-billionaire in civilized clime, you must be employing thousands of people to generate the wealth through productive means in industries and factories. It's only in Nigeria that we have multi-billionaires, multi-trillionaires who don't have one single factory. They all acquired their money by looting our public treasury.
Let's look at this deeper now. Let's take it a bit deeper. She may have other properties aside from this one, most likely, you know, if the allegations against her are true, that is. But what would be a tougher stance from the authorities, rather than just seizing one? Why not go ahead and probe her and, you know, get to make investigations and find out the other properties and what's more money or what else the government can get, you know, from whatever loot she may have gotten away with?
With the antics of our looters, you know, like I told somebody, I said, we do not have PDP or 20 or 250 tribes. We just have 2 tribes in Nigeria, looters and the looted. That's the honest truth. And because they have humongous resources at their disposal, they are constantly boggling down the criminal justice system. So for me, if you see one and you have the ability to confiscate and ask the court for forfeiture order, go ahead and let us begin the war one by one. Let us not wait until we get everything in place.
All right, now, she also questioned the legislation under which the EFCC obtains its order, which is supposed to be for a situation where the funds are believed to be proceeds of crime and the owner is not known. does it make any difference under this situation?
You have a right when EFCC goes to court. It is EFCC going to court to tell its own side of the story. And once you are served or you are aware, you have a right to approach the court, to tell the court your own side of the story. But if you decide to stay away, the court will not wait for you indefinitely. The court has the right, once the court is aware and has notice that you have been put on notice that there's a case against you, and you decide to stay in UK, you have the right to, appoint legal representative to have, brought your own side of the story to the court. If you abstain, then the court has the right to make an order that will be binding on you. And that's exactly what the court has done.
All right, we'll leave it here for now and see how further this case will go. Ahmed Abass, thank you very much for your time here with us on TVC News Hour.